Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In light of the District and Mudecus music season, this video is going to be a bit different than normal. Today I'll be reacting to our whole choir songs at the Mudecus Music Contest, along with my solo from Mudecus and District Music. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, first up we have Every Valley, and we did this at Mudecus. Okay, I hate to be that nitpicky, but it has always bothered me just a little bit how they say crooked, they say crooked, and I would prefer it pronounced a different way, but that's just me. Otherwise, their vowels are great so far. They're doing a very good job. Oh, I love that part. The flesh shall see it. It's so pretty. I love it. I think it sounds really good. Oh, that was pretty. I loved that. Okay, the soprano's crooked sound. I loved how that sound. That's how I would prefer crooked to be pronounced, like especially at the beginning. I think that sounds a little prettier. To me, like every time we do that, it just always seemed like we were never quite together on the ands. But I mean, that's just me. Oh, I love that key change just as much as the other one. Oh, that was really pretty. Oh, the sopranos, us moving on the revealed. Oh, that was really pretty. I like it. Not just saying it because I'm a soprano, but it was really pretty. And there's where it falls apart for the sopranos. When we jump up to that G, it's just not quite there. I mean, it's not terrible. It could be way worse, but hmm. The Amen was really pretty. I mean, if it was me, I would maybe, and if we could go back, like, I would maybe work parts on Amen, like, just a little bit more. But, I mean, it was good. The alto part on Amen is so pretty. Okay, now we have Come to the Music, which we also did at Mudecus. This one is very different from Every Valley. It's, like, very in your face. So this one was very fun. I feel like the Alleluia part could have been a little prettier, in my opinion, especially the Lou. Like, I don't know that it could have been a little better, but it was still very nice. I remember working on that, and like we told them that needs to be flowy until we get to the part that's coming up here. That part, the sing Hosanna. Um, Obviously they did not say it like that. That would have been terrible if they would have pronounced it like that. But because it sounds so much prettier, but it's very flowy, and then they like really punch those. I remember always telling them that because they didn't always do it. But when they did it, it sounded super good. I remember when I noticed, like, standing up there and I noticed that the piano got off. I remember, like, me and Shelby. So, I don't know how to explain this, like, where I'm standing. But, anyway, I remember I'm standing right next to Shelby. And I remember we kind of side eyed each other, like, oh boy, how is this gonna go? But Mr. V, he did a really, really good job getting us into it. And it was like nothing ever happened. Oh, no one's gonna hear it but me. But I caught it, and I know it's me because I. It's gonna sound weird, but like I know what my voice, I obviously know what my voice sounds like, and I caught it, and I remember like I know I did it. You can kind of hear when we go up, and like one of the girls kind of like a slight voice crack. Yeah, it was me, and yeah, I remember trying so hard not to start laughing. It always happens at the worst times. That is probably my favorite part right there. When the boys started to celebrate for the second time, if you look very closely, you can see me singing with them and then trying not to laugh because I very quickly realized that, yeah, I'm not one of the boys and I was not supposed to be singing that part. But it's okay. It's okay. Life went on. The song went on and nobody noticed but me. One of the boys, I don't know which one it is. I mean, I have an idea, but I don't want to pinpoint anyone because I'm probably wrong. One of them was really, really strong on the Alleluia part. I was like, okay, okay. I remember when he first handed out that music, the first thing I always do is I flip through it to see how high it gets for us. And I flipped to that page where it had that on there because I think it goes. I know it goes past a B, and I know it. Pretty sure it goes like to an A or B. I think think it tops out at a B. But I remember looking. I know it for sure goes to an A. But I remember looking at that and being like, "Oh no!" But I mean, it actually sounded really good. That was tight. That Alleluia was good. Dang. Okay, next up we have my solo at Mudecus. I sang Everywhere I Look by Molly Crew. And I just want to preface this by saying I was getting over being sick when I sang this. So some of the words you're going to be like, ooh, those don't sound so hot. Like how I pronounce them. Just keep that in mind. I was getting over it. I was on the tail end of allergies, sickness, whatever it was. So some of this is not too hot. But it's okay. This morning and there's your first indicator that I was sick. Because Mary Mary sounds really funny. And not one of my finest moments. This video is really selling me out right here. The trees with laughter shook. They'd seen old winter how past, leaning on his crook. For being sick though, and like every time I sang this, I love how I sang crook, because it's like when I just add that little vibrato on there, it sounds so. I just loved how it sounded. The crook is called goodbye to him, and the fly live forever knock. For spring is here in shoes of green, everywhere I look. Spring is here, everywhere I look. For being sick, the spring is here and hopping. I think that was like an octave jump. For being sick, it was not bad, but Nook, and when I sang Nook and Spring is here in shoes of green, that was a little rough. And it was like almost like when you're singing something that's a little too high for you and like you can't, you're having a hard time hitting it. That's what it kind of sounded like. But I can hit it. I promise you. When you watch my districts video that's coming up next after this, I promise you I can. This morning in the Mary was the trees with laughter shook. They'd seen the stable. Oh no. Let me tell you. As soon as I hit steel, I was like, yeah, that was I don't even have any words for that. That it's almost like it's flat because I know it, like just hearing that, I know it is not how that is supposed to sound. But yeah, oh boy, let's keep going. Let's move on past that. Really hard from me, my happy heart he took. Oh, and you can kind of tell that I was running out of breath. Once I got to hearts, I really clipped that word. Like, I had shortened that like crazy. I did not heed, but let it go, and sang with bird and brook, for spring is here. Gee, I don't know. Oh my. I don't know what that is. It doesn't sound, it's not, it doesn't sound right. Hold on, before we get too much farther past the ha-has, those were not at their finest that day. It was not the greatest. Was the trees with laughter shook? They'd seen Lord's winter how past, leaning on his crook. The crook is called goodbye to him, and the fly live forever knock. For spring is here in shoes of green, everywhere I walk. There's like no dynamics in that part, and then I know that my dynamics are supposed to change there. And then I'm like, oh crap, because I forgot to make it a little softer. Spring is here in Shoes of Green, and then it's supposed to get really loud. And then like halfway through, I forgot. Then it's too late to kind of change then, and so I'm like really pushing. I'm like trying to make that as loud as I can at that dynamic change, because oh my. Spring is here, spring is here, everywhere I look, everywhere I look. Spring is here, we're here. I remember standing there, and normally I would throw some vibrato on there, because, I mean, it usually sounds better when you're holding out something for like a while. It usually sounds better. You throw some vibrato on there, so it's not just straight for how many counts you're holding it. I remember I was trying so hard. I'm like, come on, like just anything, any little amount of vibrato that I had left. I was trying. Nothing would happen. Oh my. And the notes on I and look, I kind of just slid down into those. Oh my. Oh, well, that was. Okay, next up we have my solo from Districts. I sang the same song. And after that little, I wouldn't say quite a train wreck, but, that performance at Mudecus, I promise you, this one is, it's better. It's better. No, wait. Okay, certainly, but okay, last but certainly not least is my solo at Districts. I sang the same song as I did at Mudecus. Obviously, it's a song that you guys just watched. This one is better. This one goes better. I promise you, nothing could get much worse than Mudecus. I have to say, out of all times I did this is probably like one of my favorite times. And no, I was not sick this time. There it is. There it is. I remember as soon as I hit this, I was like, yes! Because it was that nice, warm, rich tone and just the perfect amount of vibrato. And I was like, this is going to be good. This hopefully should be good. Mary Mary sounds much better this time around. Laughter show. We'd sing hot winter home past, while leaning on his crook. The crook is called goodbye to him, and the violet friend heard, halfway through Spring is Here in Shoes of Green, I remember that it was supposed to be at a piano, which is another word for quiet. So like it starts out like pretty loud, and then you can tell like I get softer as I'm going through it because I need room to grow. So yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. Spring, everywhere I look, spring is here, spring is here, everywhere I look. Now that I think about it, this song, I think had like 3 or 4 dynamics. It had like forte, double forte, mezzo forte, and piano. It was either piano or mezzo forte. One of the two. But yeah, it was either like super, super loud or quiet. But yeah, it was fun. I loved this. For those of you that don't know what dynamics are, they're how loud or soft like you sing. So like everything else is like super loud, like when I'm singing most of the time. And then Spring Is Here and Shoes of Green, it's piano, which is quiet. This morning in the melee, what's the trees with laughter shook? That is how steel is supposed to sound. Thank you. I told you I could do it. I told you. That was a lot better than Mudecus. I did not heed, but let it go and sing with bird and brook. For spring is burning shoes of green everywhere I look. Yes, the hears. Oh, as soon as I sang those, I was like, yes, yes. They were so good. Because, okay, when I'm doing a solo, I'm kind of a weirdo. And, like, if this makes any sense whatsoever, it probably will not. But I can kind of, like, picture the book in my head. And I kind of, like, in my head, read the pages as I'm going. And, like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I visualize the book and, like, I don't know. It's weird. But I knew the haws were coming up. I was like, ooh, it's a roll of the dice. How are these going to go today? As soon as I hit them, I'm like, yes. Yes. I was so proud of my haws. The only thing that I would change is, I think it was the 8th haw. I know, that's really specific. I think it was the 8th one. I don't think the note was exactly right, but I mean, it kind of, all the other haws covered up for that 8th one that was like not quite there. This morning in the melee, what's the trees with laughter show? Makes in hot winter hopeless, a leaning on his crop. The crook is called goodbye to it, and the violet from her look. For spring is here in shoes of green, everywhere I look. Once I got to everywhere I look, you could so tell that I was compensating for forgetting to change my dynamics on Spring Is Here and Shoes of Green. So you could tell I like really had to be super strong, so there were some dynamic changes. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten dinged on that. Spring is here, spring is here, everywhere I look, everywhere I look. Oh no! Oh no! Well, it was going so well. It was going so well. Until, oh man, until that mishap. Look. But hey, I mean, something's gotta go wrong in like every performance, right? Not every performance can be perfect. Spring is here, spring is here, yes! Oh my gosh, that was so pretty. That was what I was looking for at Mudecus. Do that vibrato one there. It sounded good. And then I will say, technically, I was not supposed to hold. Look, I was not supposed to hold that as long. But I kind of got carried away. I was just so happy that I was so good that I ended up holding Look. But that sounded good. I love how that sounded. It was super pretty. At Mudecus, our choir got straight 1s, which means we performed in front of 3 judges, and all 3 judges gave us 1s. At Districts, on the other hand, that's a different story. Our judges were a little bit more harsh. At Mudecus, I received a 1+ rating on my solo, which is, I think, the highest you can get. At Districts, I was very happy, and I received a 1 rating, and also received the NSAA Outstanding Performance. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
Be sure to check the description box below with links to my Instagram. And be sure to come back and check out what's next under Hannah's Music Spotlight.